peas made it in there too. They're starting to reach too. Beans and sugar snap peas. The little patch of lettuce I told you to remember and keep an eye on when I planted it, you can see that it's doing fairly well. Right out through here is the turnips. There's a little stray piece of lettuce. The turnips is, let's see if I can get down in there and show you one. Right there. They're coming on. Got a few little hills of asparagus, or not asparagus, but okra. That's the purple okra. You can see the turnips. They're doing pretty well. Pretty well. And then we've got the onions, and mingled with a little Johnson grass. It shouldn't be there. You have to weed all that stuff out. And this time of year, the weeds are in royal fashion. This is the first row of planted of onions here, and then this row didn't do near as good, planted 2 or 3 days apart. That's the Egyptian walking onions. You can see how they're putting little onions on top. See, they'll put an onion on top there, and then on top of that little shoot there'll be another one. Right in here you can see on top of the stalk runs up, and then on top of that more, and even it'll just continue to do it. Right there's why they call them walking onions. They'll fall over, and those little new shoots will root, and they'll take root and reproduce. That's how they do it, man. Right there. The garlic, it's coming on. And of course, let me back up right here and show you. This right here is castor beans, mole beans, coming from seed. You have to stay on top of them too. Garlic. Garlic, garlic, garlic. It's doing fine. It is doing fine. Here's some more okra. See the lady thumb coming up in there now. It won't be too much longer on this garlic. A few more weeks, it'll be ready to come out of there. Strawberries, everbearing. Everbearing strawberries. Yeah. More Egyptian walking onions. These were all set. This whole little bed right through here was set from these little tops. The little tops, seeds, or whatever you want to call them. Sprouts, starts, seed, something else. The lettuce, it's doing good. Everything seems to be doing pretty good. The dub eats. There's a little borage plant that's snuck in here. The tomatoes are coming on. They're doing all right. Got to get the weeds scratched out of them. I run a soaker hose down through the middle of these, and to try to keep the moisture off the foliage of these. But you can see they definitely need weeded soon. Right now you can do it and no problem. Wait till them get a grip and then it becomes a pain in the butt. Some few little cucumbers I planted out here in the desert. These are kohlrabi, minus the weeds that's in there. Gotta go through and hand pick them out. That's kohlrabi. It's starting to get a pretty good little start. It started enough that I can get in here and weed now. And not be in too much danger of pulling the plants up. That's kohlrabi. And you get right down here and you get into the fennel. That's the fennel. I didn't plant a lot of it, but that's all from seed. All from seed. But that bulb right there will swell up. It'll swell up and make a big bulb like. And that's the part that you eat. The zucchinis are actually, if you look right in there, you see a little zook female bloom fixing to pop out. Arugula, it's doing good. Needs to eat, that's what it needs. It needs to eat. You can see the row of red Russian kale. And there's a row of Swiss chard. This is a row of collards. And the top picked peas out through there on the left, which I don't think is going to amount to a hill of beans. But that's what's happening here today. You can see stuff's coming on. It's growing pretty good. Growing pretty good. All right, that'll do it for today. That will do it for today.